This is the Anker Portable Power Station SOLIX C300. Think of a compact lantern-style block with a small footprint and a tall profile, finished in dark gray with a sturdy handle. It's about 6.46 by 6.34 inches at the base and 9.45 inches tall, so it sits nicely on a desk or a camp table without hogging space. From my experience, the design feels solid and the pop-out lantern on top is actually useful, not a gimmick. It extends like a soft accordion to spread light and tucks away flat when I don't need it. Key features I rely on here are a 288 watt Life EPO4 battery, 300 continuous output with 600 watt surge, and fast two-way USB-C up to 140 watts. Life PO4 is a battery type known for long life and better thermal safety. Anker rates it for 3,000 cycles and backs the unit with a 5-year warranty. In my opinion, that's a big deal if you plan to keep a power station for years. The fan stays very quiet too. Anker quotes about 25 dB at 3.3 feet, and I barely notice it in a quiet room. The screen is bright and clear, showing battery percent, input-output watts, and estimated runtime, which makes it easy to manage power at a glance. There are actually two C300 flavors. The AC version, also called C300 or C300X, is the one with 3 wall-style outlets and weighs a bit over 9 to 10 pounds. It supports a true UPS, which means it can switch to battery in under 10 milliseconds if your wall power cuts out. I tested that with my home internet gear, and it kept things online seamlessly during a short outage. The DC-only version is lighter, around 6+ pounds, drops the AC outlets, and adds more USB-C ports and a 12-volt car socket. It supports pass-through charging the station while powering devices, but it's not a true UPS. When input power is removed, some devices may briefly reset. On ports, the AC model has 8 total. 3 of AC up to 300 watt total, a 12-volt car socket up to 120 watt, 2 watt USB-C PD 3.1 ports, a 15 watt USB-C for smaller gadgets, and a USB-A around 12 watts. It's not meant for hot plates or hair dryers, but it handles laptops, cameras, drones, projectors, routers, small tools, and a compact DC fridge well. From my experience, it powered a portable DC fridge for a day, and has kept my laptop and phone topped up through a full weekend with room to spare. Surge capacity 600 watts helps with startup spikes on certain devices, while the 300 watt rating is the steady limit. Charging is fast. On a wall outlet, I can recharge from low to about 80% in roughly 50 minutes, which is great if I'm packing for a quick trip. USB-C input is serious here. Those two 140 watt ports accept high power in as well. I was able to charge and discharge at the same time, and even combine inputs. Just note that to hit the headline USB-C input numbers, you need high wattage PD 3.1 chargers and proper cables. That's not standard in most households. When I ran a heavy load and charged at max USB-C input, I saw the input hover between about 140 watt and 100 watts, which looks like thermal management kicking in. Solar works with 60 watts or 100 watt panels, and Anker recommends their own 100 watts panel. It's not compatible with the SOLIX PS30 or other 5V 3 USB-C panels, PS200 or PS400. Car charging through a 12-volt socket is also a practical option for road trips. Now for the parts that matter if you need reliability with small loads. The biggest pain point I found is a low current shutdown. If a port draws less than about 100 milliamperes for roughly 2 hours, the C300 turns that port off to avoid phantom drain. That sounds smart on paper, but it breaks real-world use for low-power devices. My small travel router idles at around half a watt and gets cut every couple of hours. A dim USB lamp does the same. The most frustrating case was leaving laptops connected just to maintain charge while they slept. The C300 shut the ports down, and I came back to drained laptop batteries. For anyone who wants set it and forget it trickle power, this is a deal breaker unless Anker adds a user setting to disable that behavior. Tied to that, I couldn't fully power off the unit while any input was plugged in. If a port times out and I want to reset it, I have to unplug the input, power cycle the station, then plug input back in. It's an odd workflow quirk that adds friction. I also noticed that Bluetooth pairing through the app did not prompt for a pin on my unit, which makes it too easy for anyone nearby with the app to connect. I'd like to see a simple pairing code or lock option. As for solar, I had runs where the station took a while to recognize input or didn't start until I reconnected the cable. When it did lock in, it charged fine, but the handshake wasn't consistent for me. Weight is the other trade-off. The C300 is compact, but at over 9 pounds for the AC version, it's not something I want to backpack. It's perfect for car camping, RV trips, apartments, and quick job sites where I can carry it by hand. A shoulder strap would help, but it's sold separately, which feels a bit stingy at this price. At least the included box basics are straightforward. The power station, an AC charging cable, a safety manual, and warranty info. Because terms can get confusing, here's how I explain a few basics to friends. Surge is a brief power spike rating, handy when a device needs a quick push to start, while continuous wattage is what the station can deliver steadily. UPS is an uninterruptible power supply mode. The AC model's fast switchover kept my modem router running when the grid blinked. LiFePO4 is the long-life battery chemistry that should hold up over years of use. It's perfect for car campers who charge phones, tablets, cameras, drones, and run lights or a small projector. It also fits home users who want a compact backup for short outages, especially if keeping internet gear alive matters. The AC version's UPS is the reason I leave it near my router. For mobile creators or hobbyists, it's a neat power hub for laptops, gimbals, soldering irons, and tools under 300 watts. I'd recommend this for people who actively manage their setup and mostly run medium to higher draw devices. If you're the set and forget type who needs a router, sensor, or small light powered around the clock, the low current cutoff will drive you nuts. If you hike with your power gear, the weight will get old fast. If solar is your only recharge plan for multi-day trips, be aware of the occasional input recognition hiccup I've seen. In my opinion, the hardware is excellent for the size. Strong USB-C performance, a clear screen, very fast wall charging, a useful lantern, and a safe, long-life battery. The AC model's UPS feature is genuinely helpful at home. The experience is held back by firmware choices that don't match real use cases for small loads. I hope Anker gives us a toggle to disable the low power timeout and adds a secure Bluetooth pairing flow. If those get fixed, the C300 becomes a standout compact station. In conclusion, the Anker SOLIX C300 is a thoughtfully built compact power station with legit charging speed and plenty of port options. From my experience, it shines for weekend trips, remote work days, and short home outages, but it's not the best pick for always-on, ultra-low draw tasks or backpacking. If your needs match its strengths, it's a solid buy. If you rely on trickle devices, I'd wait for a firmware update or look at alternatives. If this video helped, please subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.